I recently published a negative review of The Batman. I really didn't like it. If you do, cool. I've said all this, but the amount of comments I got calling me a Marvel fanboy despite generally not caring about Marvel, and a Zack Snyder cultist when I haven't enjoyed most of what he's made and don't care to see the rest was hilarious and a little surreal. There are other movies out there besides comic book adaptations, you guys. It's possible to dislike something without being a biased shill for the other side. If someone tells you they don't like McDonald's, do you immediately assume they're a shill for Burger King? Maybe you do if all you eat is fast food. Now, I enjoy a well-made comic book adaptation. I believe there's potential for great storytelling in every medium. What I'm saying is that a lot of you guys could clearly stand to broaden your cinematic horizons, and to all the rest, sit back and enjoy listening to me preach to the choir, because I've put together a list of movie recommendations for people who enjoyed The Batman. If you enjoyed it, you might enjoy these. They share some of the same traits in terms of content, theme, and tone, and they're movies that have shaped my idea of what good movie storytelling is. These are recommendations, not reviews. My thoughts here won't be comprehensive. I won't get into major spoilers for any of these, but I will briefly describe the premise of each one. It's hard to talk about them otherwise. If you prefer to go into a story without knowing anything at all, this is your warning. Two little girls go missing on Thanksgiving Day. One of their fathers, played by Hugh Jackman, has reason to believe that he knows who took them, and with a lack of evidence and multiple other leads tying up police, he takes matters into his own hands. When even this course of action appears to lead him to a dead end, he's tested not on how far he'll go as a parent, but on how far he believes is too far.
Why?
Prisoners was directed by Denis Villeneuve and released in 2013. Villeneuve has become more widely known recently with movies like Blade Runner 2049 and Dune. But do yourself a favor and go back and check out his slightly older work like Sicario and Arrival. And Prisoners, of course. Hugh Jackman is the best he's ever been here, and as towering as his performance as a desperate father is, I'm not even sure it's the best one in the movie. Jake Gyllenhaal is incredible as the lead detective on the case, and Paul Dano, well, I didn't enjoy his Riddler in The Batman, but I think that was more of an issue with the writing and direction, because Dano can act, as proven here. In other negative reviews of The Batman, I've heard one or two people say that Dano basically plays the same character in it that he does here in Prisoners, and that isn't true at all. The only similarity they share whatsoever is that they could both loosely be described as disturbed, but in completely different ways. He's much better in Prisoners than he is in The Batman, and that's not a dig at The Batman. You might still enjoy Dano's Riddler, but his role in Prisoners is on a completely different level. It doesn't announce itself as acting. He just becomes the character. And what a character to become. Another actor in this movie who I haven't heard many people talk about until recently is David Dastmalchian. He played an escaped Arkham patient working under the Joker in The Dark Knight, if you remember, and he's phenomenal in this. The story of Prisoners is gripping, not gripping in an I needed another positive adjective while writing the script kind of way, but gripping. It's a seemingly straightforward thriller that becomes more and more of a baffling mystery. You'll think that you might be starting to figure out how to put all the pieces together, and then the movie hits you with a twist that makes you throw up your hands in defeat and wonder what in the world is going on. And not in a bad way, in a fantastic way. The movie keeps introducing new questions even after it feels like it should have already started answering the first ones, but no part of this story is sloppy. It's extremely precise and tightly written. The characters are morally complex, trying to be good, and they develop in satisfying ways. The musical score is haunting, the cinematography is gorgeous, and the symbolism is subtle but significant. There are cruel scenes I didn't want to watch, miserable images I didn't want to look at, but it's all shot and acted so tastefully, so skillfully and intentionally, that you can't help but be emotionally 100% there with the characters in the moment, as awful as the moment might be. I describe Prisoners as gritty but elegant. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen. Easily top 5, probably top 3. And I can't recommend it highly enough. It's my favorite on this list. A lowlife named Connie ropes his mentally handicapped brother Nick into helping him rob a bank.